I would definitely say, and I've heard this before, is that I've definitely realized how to use social media as a tool to enhance my business and how to use it as a focus group. And I always would take everything that I was working on and put a little piece of it out there on social media to get a reaction, to get that focus group of questions that I needed answered, colors I couldn't pick, scents I couldn't pick. I would always show people a little bit of my design and have them be a part of that world with me and feel, it happened organically, but I realized later it made the fan or the customer feel like they're invested in that product because they helped me pick the color of the bottle. They helped with my decision process along the way. It's not as easy as it looks though. It does look very easy on the internet, whether it's, promoting makeup or, Skims or anything that I'm doing. It's a full-time job and it's extremely time-consuming and it's not as easy as it may appear to some people.
I'm so happy to announce today that we have a ride-share partnership where formerly incarcerated people will be gifted gift cards so that they can get rides to and from job interviews, to and from jobs, family members, and that is so important, so needed. And I just want to thank the president for really standing behind this issue and seeing the compassion that he's had for criminal justice has been really remarkable. So I just want to thank all of the organizations that are, partnering with everything that's going on and really being supportive, because it really does mean a lot to so many people that I've had the pleasure to speak to. And I think the ultimate goal is everyone wants the community to be safe, and the more opportunity we have and that they have and the support that we help give them, the safer everyone will be, and the recidivism rate will be continue to just get lower. And so I'm just thankful to everyone here that's in support and so proud of this partnership with the Rideshare organization.
Helping a nurse perk up in the middle of a long 12-hour shift is priceless. Making a patient smile and forget for a little bit what they are going through is a really precious gift. Seeing a parent relax and get a few minutes of peace can be heartbreaking and uplifting. I've learned that even the smallest gesture has a huge impact, and never underestimate the power of a selfie. During one holiday visit, a young girl named Gracie, who I met, was finishing a year-long treatment for a malignant tumor in her leg, and even then it was really tough. Now, as I hold my own baby girl, I cannot imagine being in Gracie's mom's shoes. All Gracie wanted was to just go home for the holidays, and unfortunately that wasn't possible for her. She and her family were keeping up brave fronts, but everyone's hearts were heavy. Sometimes just being there for someone can cheer them up and give them the strength to continue their fight. Gracie and I hugged, took lots of selfies, and she told me her story. Hopefully my visit brings a ray of sunshine to patients such as Gracie and revive their spirits. And by the way, Gracie today is at home and in remission. Today we gather. Let me leave you with this quote that's very important to me. Here's to strong women. May we know them, may we be them, may we raise them. Thank you.
I mean, it was maybe 7 years ago when I had a publicist, and she asked what was my goals, what were my dreams, and I said, I just want to be on the cover of a fashion magazine. And she said to me, let's get some realistic goals, because that'll never happen. And so, of course, I sent her my Vogue cover when it came out, an autographed copy. So it's really a trip to me that now I'm up here getting an award for fashion when it's something that I've always loved. So thank you so much for this. It means a lot.
I find it really powerful. I found power in saying yes to so many things, and I would work on so many projects, whether it's from tanning to a shoe company to cakes, like you were saying. Fitness videos, I mean, I did everything, and I thought that was really powerful in trying everything that I could to figure out what I liked. I learned so much along the way, but now, since I've taken 10 years to do all of that and do anything and everything, I could sit back. And I think I was kind of this year or last year forced into a situation that made me really want to stop, you know, being in the public eye and stop being on social media. And I took that time off and that experience to figure out, what do I want to do? I've worked for 10 years in these licensing deals, and I mean, if I break it all down, I mean, the percentage that you would get from a licensing deal, and then splitting everything with my 2 sisters, so that's 3 ways, and then it just, I thought, we work so hard to be getting so little, and it might seem all great and seem great, and there's all these false information out there and numbers, and I really wanted to create a business on my own, and I know that was gonna take a lot of hard work, but my husband, Kanye, and I started our kids' clothing line, Kids Supply, and that is all online, because I know, you know, moms that are so busy and working so hard, they might not have time to go to the stores, and so I was really, you know, proud to start this business with my husband. You're asking what the 4 businesses are. My Kimoji and Kimoji merch. I love doing that app. And my makeup line that I announced today, KKW Beauty, that will be all online as well. And in the same beauty world, I'm launching a fragrance at the end of the year. And these are all projects that I'm doing full ownership, every last detail, from the box to the packaging to the being in the factories and feeling every, you know, packaging detail. I'm 100% involved in, and that's so prideful for me. I feel really proud to have tried everything and then really focused in on the projects that I know I can really put 100% of my time into. Yeah, I think being an owner is very important to me, and now I feel like I put the time in, and I've been fortunate, and I've saved my money, which is, you know, I think hard to do when so many things are thrown at you, and I've taken that and I've reinvested that into the new businesses that I'm starting on my own. And so there's not a whole lot of room. It really has to catch my attention if it's going to be a new project that I'm going to work on, and I have to have major ownership, major input. There's nothing, you know, that I would do now if I didn't have creative control and if I wasn't in charge. I was at a fragrance shoot the other day, and the photographer is a friend of mine, and I'd always dreamed of working with him. And I was saying to him, you know, usually the boss comes up and looks at the screen and all of the photos, and they have to approve them, and do they like this look? And if they don't, we have to go reshoot it. And we looked at each other, and he's like, "You're the boss. Like, do you like this?" And it was such a proud moment, just knowing that I put that all together. I was making all the calls to get the whole team together and hired a creative director, and it was such a proud moment, just knowing, like, wow, I used to work for these people, and I would show up and do whatever they said and wanted, and now I was in control, and I'm the one making the shots and saying exactly what I want the picture to look like, and it's my vision. And that, you know, there's those moments when you just sit back and look at the photos, and I'll call my sisters and be like, I can't believe, like, this is happening. I did it, like, on my own. It's an exciting time. I feel like I really took the time off to figure out what I wanted, who I wanted to be, and so proud that I'm in this position now. Real life, yeah, it's just, you know, I think the one thing that I'm really proud of is when we first started the show, my mom said to all of us, okay, if we're gonna do this, we should all give it 100%. Let's show everything. Let's be as honest and open as we possibly can. And we have the power to edit out things. And so I think just knowing that, we gave everything, thinking like, okay, well, we just won't show that. And then by the time they edited it and it aired, or was going to air, and we watched it, that story had been in the tabloids but completely twisted. So we're like, no, we want to show our story. Let's show this. So there actually really hasn't been anything that we've removed from the show. And I think that's what keeps it so real is, or you'll hear stories in the tabloids, but then you kind of tune in to want to know what really did happen or what's our side of the story. Twitter, I love the conversation with people. I think what people don't do enough in their brands, I think people love to promote, but for me, I listen a lot. And I love that conversation with the people that I follow, and I really take their advice. It's the most amazing focus group, and I love that on Twitter you can have that, conversation back and forth. And Instagram, I love to, post photos, and you can be really artistic on Instagram. But I think the most important thing is being authentic and listening. Yeah, I think I saw from really good examples of both of my parents who worked really hard. Growing up, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, so I saw my dad get up every day and go to the office. And kind of in my later years, when my mom married my stepdad, I saw her find this passion of figuring out how to become his agent and manager and really figure it out when life wasn't so glamorous, and just really figure it out. And so seeing both of those great examples really put something inside of me that just gave me this passion to want to figure it out. And I worked for my dad in his office. I've worked in a clothing store since I was 15, and I had maybe not the most glamorous jobs of burning CDs and pressing CDs in his record company. But all of those experiences were so amazing, and I just learned so much every single day working alongside my dad.
And like I mean, even sitting in a chair for the last time, it was emotional. Everything, I thought, I'm really gonna miss these interviews, I miss all these people, but our crew is family to us, so that I think was the hardest part of letting go of the show, is just knowing that we won't see these people every day.
I thought it would be great to promote our store. We have a clothing store called Dash, and I thought it would be great to just promote the store, and so that's kind of why we got into it. Not knowing that, we're starting to film season 14, and we literally didn't think anyone would probably be interested after season 1 or 2. We were, so it's such a fun surprise, and it's the main project that I get to work and see my family every single day.